Hi everyone and welcome to the rabbit hole. Are you a real man? I've heard the term real man ever since my childhood, and in all cases, it is used to provoke a specific anti-reaction by injecting shame. Have you been told to become a real man or be a real man when a woman doesn't get what she wants out of you? Why does this expression exist? Simple. Men have always been judged based on their performance in life. If you do not meet society's criteria for what a man should do, you're not considered a real one. The requirements change depending on the situation, but the method never does. For example, during war times, men were shamed for avoiding military service. The shame was so great that some men committed suicide even when they had legitimate reasons not to go to war. Imagine waking up and everywhere in your small town, you're seen as a coward or an insect. This is the kind of emotional abuse men suffered. If you provide for your family, but you cannot handle the rest of the problems that life throws at you, you'll be classified as a weak man. If a war were to start in your country, men who don't fight will be shamed again. In simple terms, every time you fail to satisfy your family or society in general, or a girl, you won't be seen as a real man. In 1914, a naval officer founded the White Feather Movement. The movement encouraged women to give white feathers to men who were not enlisted in the British Army. Or in other words, the army encouraged women to shame men who did not want or could not kill other men. This reveals a brutal side of the reality. Let me explain. 1. Women have always been considered the prize. There's a reason the movement encouraged women instead of men to give the white feathers. 2. The average man is always manipulated through guilt to serve. 3. The inherent nature of sacrifice and men's empathy is always abused. In some cases, even 15 or 16 years olds were shamed for not fighting. I cannot help but feel outraged by this fact. The hypocrisy in society. Imagine being a man and being shamed to death for not participating in world wars. The society around him making his life feel like hell. See the evil hypocrisy? Because society is so obsessed with their real man status. Many people don't realize that society relies on the exploitation of men. Without exploitation of men, there's no civilized world. Houses, factories, bridges, monuments, etc. are all built by men. The people climbing telephone poles at 1 a.m. so Sophia can call Tyrone are all men. The people who defend their home are men. The people fixing fiber optic lines on Christmas so Sophia can watch Netflix are men. The people fixing the BMW that Sophia bought by posting nudes on the internet are mostly men. The people paying for Sophia's nudes are mostly men. So the dirtiest and most dangerous jobs in the world will continue to be done by men. If men refuse to participate, society simply collapses. Therefore, to ensure the smooth functioning of this world, men must be educated somehow and taught to serve. Men are the real slaves in the society. When men behave badly or perform less than expected, they must be punished and criticized. When men complain, society immediately hates and condemns them. Do you have 2 jobs but you don't have enough money for a vacation in the Maldives? Are you a real man? Were you born short? Are you a shy man? Do you fear taking the first step? You're not a man, you're a coward. Your wife cheated on you with 2 guys in the bed you bought while you were working. You must feel insecure about your masculinity. It's your fault she did it. Now she can keep the house that you bought. Be a man, and do not forget to pay for child support. Your mom has passed away, and you couldn't help but cry. What a loser, I'm going to abandon you. You lost your job, you can't just die. Real men don't lose their jobs. My money is my money, your money is our money. especially my money. If you cannot realize that, you're not a real man. Have you been rejected by 1,000 females? Just face it like a real man. So what is the reality? Society enforces the thought of being a real man, simply for the function of society. However, this is all done by manipulating men's emotions. Are you a real woman? I've never heard that term, real woman, in my life. Why? Because women are considered to be valuable simply for existing. Meanwhile, men are seen as servants. People, including men, often deny or try to ignore the facts that I've mentioned. But the truth is the truth, regardless of what anyone thinks of it. The world has viewed men as disposable units for the service of the top 10% tier of the male society, the elite, and 100% of the women. Thank you for your support. See you in the next one, guys.